Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. Welcome back to the full walkthrough in the Crew 2. So I have been spending another time of activities to go for some more bucks to be stacking up. But looks like this one might have to get ready to go for having an air race. So let's go over to Pro Racing HQ for having a new discipline for having an Alpha Grand Prix. But this is very good to be trying out with Formula race cars, so I'll have to make sure if I could probably have to come back again at any time. So let's just gonna go in and enter. So I bet this is gonna be quite very good out there, so I could probably take a good focus to be flying in the air. Alright, looks like Alpha Grand Prix has finally unlocked. Alright, looks like this is gonna be quite very good out there. So I could probably get myself another plane in a different discipline. So, looks like this is going to be pretty good for having a time trial to take the sky. So, let me just gonna make sure to be recommendable to choose a plane. So, looks like there's the North American P-51 Mustang Striga 1945. But this is a very good performance level at 135, horsepower of 1470. And this one is a very good jumbo-sized plane that has a very good model, a 1934 Granville Brothers aircraft GBR1, horsepower of 800, performance level at 118. But this is a very good jumbo-sized engine to be good use for that plane. And even the Swedish 2002 model, the Pilatus PC21. Wow, that was a pretty good excellent performance level at 151. 425 miles per hour in the air, horsepower of 1620. Now that was a pretty good excellent to see how this fine aircraft could probably do some more air race events will be participate. Maybe this will might have the very good choice to pick. Maybe this is very good, including the Sabico Edge 543 B3 was actually included. But I have already got the aerobatics version since the beginning to be participate in freestyle time trial. But looks like this one might have to go for a different airplane to use for the P-51 Mustang. Just gonna make sure to select. 4 colors will be available, so I could probably have to go with this nice type of silver chrome. But this one might cost 405,300 bucks. But I'm about to accept it, and this is gonna be good. I am so excited to be prepared for having an air race, so let's take it to the skies. 9 new activities are about to be open. Incredible. Now, I hope I could probably have to get started to take on the first air race event. Let's just gonna have to take a little bit more quick pause and go on over to activities. Okay, just go on to Pro Racing. Now let's see the events list. Well, I hope it might be possible. There you go. Now, first up is Marina del Rey. That's the only event I'm about to go in. So looks like this is going to be going great to have much recommend performance to be at 120. But the first 2 will be starting out along with Rockies. Same thing to be recommended at 100. Well, it is definitely going to have to take the first 3 events. So looks like that's just going to have to go and travel to and get ready for having a good event to see how I can do it. Just gonna have to take a while. Better get ready.
Just so we're clear, whatever nonsense your freestyling friends have been telling you, this is a race, and as such, the thing you'll see on the pier is a Ferris wheel. It is not, repeat, not a stunt flying hoop. Got it?
Crystal clear. No stunts, This is all about having a good air race event. Just gonna have to fly fast and quick. Get ready for takeoff. Alright. Looks like this one might take some good step of directions. 1 second's perfect. Okay, very good. Now, just gonna have to do this position. Perfect. Well, I hope this wheel might have a good time trial to be on the air, folks. I kind of make sure this wheel might take a lot of checkpoints. And here comes this position. If I could probably have to do it. Oh boy. That was very good. Just gonna have to switch back in and go to another checkpoint. Alright, very good. The handling is going a little bit much heavier as I thought it would be.
You're performing like you were born with wings.
Well, I'm still learning, Alexa. I'm just definitely might have a little bit time enjoying the commentary. Sorry about that, folks. I'm just gonna have to take a lot of good focus to stay on the air and take that good aim on the checkpoint. Okay, minus 8 seconds on the green. Just gonna go in and switch it back in. There you go. Come on. This isn't aerobatics. This is all about the competition to be in the skies. Very nice. Come on, just gonna have to air drift. Ten seconds behind. Everything goes perfect. Finally. Looks like this is gonna have to take a lot of good respawn out there. Speaking of which, this is going to be at nighttime. Keep going at it. Too high. Bummer. I really need to get to know about air race to be flying on the plane. Just gonna need to get started. And here comes the final stretch. Wow, 2 minutes and 37.48 seconds. This is a very good place for having a good beginners to be as an ordinary ace pilot. Just gonna have to grab these loot.
There's only one way to get to the top, and that's practice. And when you're done practicing, you practice some more. If you want to be a truly great driver, whether it's in a powerboat, a touring car, an open-wheeled race car, a plane, or a unicycle, you need to get to a place where your moves are instinctive. The only way to get there is to try, and then try again. And don't you dare yes-mother me about it.
Don't worry. I'm just starting out to have a good place to be flying as an ordinary air race pilot. That's how practice makes perfect whenever you're gonna have to take a lot of good airspeed of performance. And for the good news is, pilot earn for having a motor pass daily, so looks like this one might have to be ready to go for the next air race event. Just gonna have to zoom out onto the map. But 1 second, this is gonna be a very good look out there onto that air track. Almost look like a figure 8 circuit, but it takes a lot of layout to be seen on the air. Anyway, let's just gonna have to get ready to go on over for the next event. If I could probably have to take a good guess to be on the recommend at 100. Black Mount will be going in on the way, so let's just gonna have to travel to and get prepared for having a normal difficulty.
Welcome to the Black Mount Air Race. Guess who holds the record on this course? Mr. Clarence Bishop III. I bet it'd irritate him to no end if you beat his time. Not that we'd ever stoop to that level, of course.
Well, I guess this is going to be a pretty tough challenge, so I could probably beat Clarence's time.
2, 1.
I bet I could do it. This will might get everything settled in. Okay, looks like this will might have the smoke will be included. 1 second perfect. Gotta make sure to do this right. To make that good direction, we'll be staying in one piece. Very nice. Come on, just gonna have to do a little bit air drip. Nope, wrong orientation. Hang on. Looks like this is gonna get a little bit too overpowered. I just really need to restart.
3, 2.
Note to self. Just gonna might need to do a little bit more practice whenever I can. Just gonna have to take that main ejected. That is the only best time to go in. Okay, that's better. Got to understand the characteristics on the air. Never mind that. I bet this is gonna get... Oh man! Yep, I know this is gonna get a little bit more risky, folks. It is completely embarrassed, but gonna have to try to make a good usual focus to use air drip in case. Alright, there you go. Just gonna have to take that checkpoint here. Going in. Now, this will might have to go and take that upper turn. That's more like it. Just gonna have to stay on a good suitable direction if I have to be very good reminded to be used as the signal sign. So this one is gonna be on the straight. Just gonna have to do this. There you go. Just gonna have to keep going at it by taking 1 second minus to be on the green. Average going nice. Come on, just gonna have to stay on it. There you go. Wow, looks like I'm almost get the hang of it. Going average. There you go. 12 seconds behind. Going perfect. Going on to 13 seconds. And here comes the finish line. Wow. 2 minutes and 34.477 seconds. Very good job, and looks like this will might take a lot of good earnings and some followers whenever I'm about to going in to reach Icon 34. The handling looks very heavy, folks. Just like freestyle aerobatics, but this will might need to take more practice whenever you're gonna have to do some more air race. Takes a lot of good skill of speed and taking some directions, but it gets a little bit slower, but it will take a lot of patience. Now, let's just gonna have to go over to the map again, and maybe this one might have to take a good look onto that track. Same thing as before, but it is actually looks like a figure 8 layout. But this one might have to take some suitable directions by each position by the checkpoint. Now, let's just gonna have to go in and check the required performance. 140 on Nabacho Trail. Well, maybe if I could probably might need some more performance, that would be doing good. Daytona, well, maybe this is gonna be good to have an air race, so I could probably have to stick to the 100 recommend. Okay, see, and here's the Rockies. Very good. Event number 3 will be going on, folks. So let's get prepared and get something else to be on the snow. But hold on one second, but maybe this one might have some quick upgrades on the air race plane. Now, where is it in? There you are. Let's just gonna have the performance upgrade and get everything installed. Gonna put it there. Alright, that should be good enough. 141 performance level. Looks like this is going to be a very good fine reference. Okay, let's get settled in and be prepared. Here I go, folks. Looks like this is going to be a very good flying expertise out there.
That's a finely tuned machine you're piloting. Listen to it and it'll treat you well.
I will. This is going to have to take a lot of basic work to go on the experts. Just going to have to take a good focus on the checkpoint by each suitable direction. Going in 1 second behind. Going well. Going perfect towards 2 seconds. Just gonna have to go upward. Gonna have to do a half roll. Pack it up with a nitro. Stay on it. Gonna have to do some more air drift in case of steering direction.
It's the finish line that matters.
Okay. Very well averaged, nice. Okay, 4 seconds behind and it's going perfectly well. Almost there. This is going to be the best view out there on the snowy condition. But all I can see is some grasslands. But it is definitely might be a pretty good part of the winter biome. Checkpoint clear. Switch it in onto the night flight. That's more like it. Just gonna have to keep a little bit more exercise caution. Almost there, baby. Reached up towards minus 10 seconds behind. There you go. Just aim for that checkpoint. Come on. Just gonna have to do a night flight. It was a-okay. Man, that was so close. Almost there. Just gonna make sure to have that landing gear in case. Going upward. Invert it. Do a little half roll. Coming back onto the night flight. And here comes the finish line. Wow, impressive. 2 minutes and 51.523 seconds. Now that was remarkable. Just gonna have to take 2 loot boxes to be collected for an air race. Now this is gonna be going right back onto the different condition as normal. Very good, impressive for having the 3rd event. But I hope this is going to be quite very good to get ready to have a story event. But I cannot believe it. Flying on the snowy mountains is going to be quite very excellent. But what else makes excellent? It could be possible to be having some full snow whenever I can probably see some grasslands to be laying around for. But it depends on the weather. But it is going to be quite very good and awesome. Now, let's just going to have to go back onto the live map. Just going to have to get ready to take on the delivery. But it is definitely might be quite very interesting. But all I can see is the sprint layout to be going in on the land. But this is going to be quite very interesting, folks. I hope I could probably have to get ready to go for having an air race, but this is going to be having an important job for taking a package delivery.
From where I'm sitting, you've been slacking on flight practice, which is why I'm arranging for you to get some. You'll be handling a transport flight down to LA Airport for me. You'll be meeting your ride at the airfield on the 1. Try not to be late. This one's got a deadline.
Oh man. Looks like this is going to be an important delivery rush out there, folks. Gonna have to get ready. This will might have a cutscene.
Holy... is that what I think it is? You know, I've got an idea. Why fly that beauty down to LA in that clunker when you could drive it? You'd be there no time. Of course, Alexis wouldn't have to know, and we could totally trick it out with cameras. And broadcast your run down the coast. Ka-ching! Views! Come on, you know you want to. Go grab a helmet and I'll take care of the rest.
This is going to be interesting. Okay, so much for flying in the air. So this is going to be dropping on the land by using this Alpha Grand Prix vehicle. So I hope I could probably have to bring it over to Los Angeles in time. Gonna make sure to beat the clock in 100% condition. So I have to be on the lookout for incoming traffic. That was close.
This is great. This is cool. We're getting so many viewers. Just hurry up and make sure you get the car to LA in time.
I will, Hero. This might be a very good way to attach a camera onto this vehicle. Very good in excitement. Okay, just gonna keep going on that route until I'm about to be getting closer to the checkpoint. Going in onto the right, and here comes the tunnel. Wow! Looks like the planes are now flying in on the scene. Awesome! Just gonna have to keep going, folks. 40% on the progression.
Just so you know, you're starting to cut it close. Better pick it up a little.
I'm taking my time. Just gonna have to be a little bit more patient. Okay, just gonna have to keep going. Better pass that traffic vehicle. Checkpoint clear. Almost there. Just gonna have to take a little bit halfway there. Okay, slow down. And only a few more miles to go until arriving in Los Angeles. But this one might take that road wheel going in. Just gonna have to keep it one good stationary to be intact. Just gonna have to pass through onto that civilian car. Alright, now going in onto the freeway, but this one might have to take the off-ramp.
See, didn't I tell you it would be awesome?
I hope I can probably make it on time. This one might get some good views. Almost there, folks. Looks like this is going to be the final stretch. And here comes the nitro finish. Wow, impressive. 3 minutes and 50.191 seconds. Finally arrived for having a delivery, but this is going to be quite good to have 2 loots to be collected.
I understand taking instruction can be hard, especially when you've got a perfect ride and the open road ahead of you. But there's a method to this. Out here, you need more than talent. You need work. Perfection requires practice, and anything less than perfection won't be good enough. There are no shortcuts here, and nobody gets to the top on their own. Not me, not even you. The new blood needs the old wisdom, and the veterans need to pass on what they know. Now, if you ever call me old, I'll have you run practice laps forever. You are aware that when you broadcast, anyone can see, right? Including me? So I'll be honest, I'm disappointed. In Hero for coming up with this nonsense, and in you for going along with it. If you're going to race under my name, you need to listen. You need to put in the work. You're in it for the win, and that's how you get there. Understand? That was some nice driving, though.
Oh man, she is pissed. That was so cool.
No hard feelings. This event was exclusively to be driving on land for taking a delivery. Well, I guess this is going to be quite very good out there for having a good air race segment, but especially an Alpha Grand Prix vehicle was actually to be included for this event on the delivery. Very fast and very clean, and also just gonna have to take a good roll as a fragile vehicle to keep it intact. So luckily, this is gonna be quite very impressive for taking 3 events, including a lone vehicle to be exclusively acquired to be used. But kind of looks a bit, I could probably have to do some more practice by having some more air race, but it could be possible for having some more loot to be collected. But otherwise, it might have to be using the green to be scrapped for some more dirt type of earnings. But it is definitely might be quite very good for taking a small use of an upgrade. Now, let's just gonna have to get ready to go on in for taking one more event. But looks like this is doing remarkable out there for all that kinds of good activities to be quite very good on pro racing. Just gonna have to go in onto air race. Now let's just gonna have to go on over to Daytona for having a 120 recommendation to be going in onto the third row column. But it is pretty awesome out. But I bet this will might have to be going over to Jersey City to be quite very needed to be checked on the list. So let's just gonna get ready and travel to. So I hope I could probably have to be going over to Daytona for the next walkthrough. But 5 events for only 1 segment with only a couple of few more clips, but everything will be merged into a full part whenever I might need to take a good perfection to be needed.
Today you'll be air racing over New York City, which beats the heck out of driving through New York City. You think pro racing takes discipline? Try sitting in rush hour traffic.
Nice. Looks like this is going to be a very good air race at New York City, but it will might be starting out to be at the runway onto Jersey City. So let's go for it. One second perfect. Going for a little night flight. Oh boy, better watch out for the building. Gonna have to steer. Oh man, that was so close.
You're just not quite up to speed.
There you go. Just take that night flight onto 2 checkpoints and go back onto the current position. Night flight again. And pack it up for the nitro. Oh boy, this is going to get a little bit tricky. Very good average. Now going upward. Okay. Good thing I just recognized the checkpoint. That's where I'm about to be heading out. Lap number 2. Flying in the way. Very good, impressive, but still almost reach up ahead. Gonna have to keep a lot of good focus whenever it comes in for taking a lot of heavy steering characteristics on the air. Gonna have to boost it up quick. Okay, that was so close. Gets a little bit disturbing. Come on. Just stay on that spawn. Bummer. Just barely missed the checkpoint. Gates missed by 2 seconds plus. So how did I did well? Okay, looks like that was a-okay. Man, that was so close that I'm about to get a little bit more, needs a lot of hard work by only 5 seconds.
What we're trying to do is modernize the sport. I figure with new events and new tracks, we can attract a new audience. Otherwise, we risk losing audience members who are tired of the same old, same old. So that's why we're racing the way we're racing now. The alternative is running in place, or going backwards.
But lucky for me, I just might need to do some more touring car events whenever I'm about to be ready to get back on the track. So, looks like this is pretty good air-tastic excitement out there, folks. I know this is going to be quite very challenging to be on the heavy handling, to be going faster, to be flying. But this will be quite very good out there. We're doing some more professional air flying tactics. Could probably go for a little bit more speed and some steering direction to be quite very good to be as a good ace pilot. But it takes practice whenever you're about to be going in to be like a good pro pilot. Alright folks, I hope you really enjoy watching the air race. Thanks for watching and Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. You can follow me on Instagram, DeepNetArt, and GTPlanet whenever you want. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time to continue the journey in the Crew 2, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on flying, stay clean.